Have you ever felt like being around too many people drains you in ways you can't explain? Like your energy gets absorbed by the noise, the small talk, the unspoken expectations? You're not imagining it. The truth is, some people, those who carry a unique energy, simply aren't meant to blend into the crowd. Society tells us that being social is necessary, that solitude is loneliness. But what if I told you that your need for space isn't a weakness? It's a sign of something deeper. There's a reason why chosen ones struggle in large groups, and it has everything to do with energy, consciousness, and the unseen forces shaping reality. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear might just change the way you see yourself and the world around you. There are individuals whose energy is unlike any other, an essence that both captivates and unsettles. Their aura carries a vibration that transcends societal norms, a force that moves through the unseen layers of reality. People are drawn to them without understanding why, sensing an inexplicable pull toward their presence. But this same energy can also create discomfort as it challenges the unspoken rules of social dynamics. This uniqueness is not just about being different, it's about embodying a frequency that disrupts the ordinary. A chosen one's consciousness operates on a wavelength that resonates with transformation, making shallow interactions feel empty. Some admire them, others resist them, but few can remain indifferent. Their mere presence shifts the energy in a room, altering the flow of conversations and emotions. Yet, with this profound energy comes an unspoken solitude. The chosen ones often walk between worlds, belonging to none fully. Their authenticity makes them too real for the artificial, too deep for the superficial. They see beyond the masks people wear, and this awareness can be both a gift and a burden. But what happens when society tries to mold them into something they are not? That's where the real struggle begins. From a young age, the chosen ones feel like strangers in a world that demands conformity. The expectations of society, what to believe, how to behave, who to become, never quite fit them. While others effortlessly blend into routines, these individuals question everything. Why follow a path that dims their light? Why accept a reality that feels misaligned with their soul? These thoughts set them apart, often making them feel like outsiders. Their resistance to blind obedience isn't rebellion for the sake of it. It's a deep yearning for authenticity. They crave a life infused with meaning, where every action resonates with their true essence. But this pursuit comes at a cost. Have you ever felt lost, disconnected from who you really are? I created 3 transformative ebooks to help you reconnect with your true essence. Click on the link in the pinned comment and begin your transformation now. People misunderstand them, label them as too intense and too complicated or too different. In a world that values predictability, their refusal to compromise feels threatening. Yet the struggle against conformity isn't just about society, it's an internal war as well. The temptation to fit in is strong, especially when isolation becomes overwhelming. Would life be easier if they just followed the crowd? Perhaps. But at what cost? The real question is, can a soul that has glimpsed the truth ever go back to living a lie? For the chosen ones, solitude is not loneliness. It is sanctuary. In a world filled with noise where superficial connections drain the spirit, they seek refuge in their own presence. They are not avoiding people, they are protecting their energy. Their solitude is a sacred space where clarity emerges and the whispers of the universe become audible. This preference for being alone often confuses others. Why don't they socialize more? Why do they disappear for days? But they do not crave constant validation or meaningless distractions. Instead, they embrace moments of deep introspection, where they can navigate the vast landscapes of their own consciousness. In silence, they strengthen their connection to the unseen forces guiding them. Yet, Solitude also brings challenges. The world pushes the idea that to be alone is to be incomplete, but the chosen ones know better. They understand that true fulfillment comes from within, not from external approval. However, in this solitude, another revelation arises. Not all isolation is self-imposed. Some is the universe's way of preparing them for something greater. But what exactly? The chosen ones don't just exist in the physical realm, they walk between dimensions. Their consciousness is attuned to the unseen, allowing them to perceive synchronicities, energy shifts, and messages hidden in plain sight. While others navigate life through logic alone, they move with intuition, sensing the invisible currents of the universe. This deep connection to the spiritual realm is both a blessing and a challenge. They receive insights before others understand, feel emotions that aren't theirs, and experience moments of inexplicable knowing. It can be overwhelming, making them question their own reality. But with time, they learn that this sensitivity is a gift, one that allows them to guide not only themselves, but others as well. However, this connection often isolates them further. How do you explain visions, gut feelings that turn out right, or an unshakable sense of destiny to those who live solely in the material world? Many dismiss their experiences as coincidence, but the chosen ones know better. They sense that the universe is constantly speaking to them, but the real challenge is learning how to listen. For the chosen ones, depth is their natural state. They crave meaningful connections, conversations that go beyond the surface, and experiences that expand the soul. But in a world that often fears depth, they find themselves retreating into solitude, not by choice, but because shallow interactions drain them, leaving them feeling unseen and misunderstood. This creates a delicate balance. How much solitude is healing, and how much becomes a prison? While isolation offers clarity, staying disconnected for too long can lead to feelings of alienation. The chosen ones must learn to navigate both realms, stepping forward when the universe calls and retreating when their energy needs restoration. True fulfillment comes when they find those who match their depth, genuine relationships that nourish the soul rather than exhaust it. But how does one attract such rare connections in a world that often celebrates the superficial? The answer lies in energy, alignment, and the unseen forces that guide every encounter. When a chosen one walks into a space, the energy shifts, subtly or dramatically, but always undeniably. They don't just enter a room, they influence it. Their presence carries a charge, amplifying emotions, stirring hidden truths, and sometimes making people uncomfortable without saying a word. It's not intentional, it's simply the effect of an energy that refuses to blend in. Because of this, their social interactions are never neutral. Some are drawn to them, sensing wisdom, authenticity, or an unspoken familiarity. Others feel exposed, uneasy in the presence of someone who sees beyond facades. This push and pull dynamic can be exhausting, making chosen ones selective about where and with whom they spend their energy. But this energy isn't just a burden, it's also a tool. When wielded with awareness, it can uplift, heal, and transform. The question is, how do they protect themselves from absorbing the chaos of those around them while still sharing their light? This is where the art of setting boundaries becomes essential. The chosen ones learn, often the hard way, that not everyone deserves access to their energy. Their aura is a beacon, attracting both seekers and shadows. Some come for wisdom, others to drain them. Without strong boundaries, they risk becoming overwhelmed, absorbing emotions that are not theirs, and carrying burdens that were never meant for them. Setting boundaries isn't about isolation, it's about preserving authenticity. It's the silent yet powerful act of deciding where their energy flows and where it stops. who gets to step closer, and who must remain at a distance, not out of arrogance, but out of necessity, because when they give too much without protection, they feel depleted, disconnected from their own essence. Yet, establishing boundaries is not always easy. Guilt, fear of rejection, or the desire to help can make them hesitate. But each time they reinforce their limits, they reclaim their power. And once they master this art, something extraordinary happens. They attract only those who honor and respect their presence. But this transformation requires resilience. The chosen ones do not walk an easy path. Their refusal to conform, their depth, and their unique energy often make life feel like an uphill battle. They face misunderstanding, rejection, and even hostility from those who fear what they cannot define. But every trial, every moment of solitude, forges them into something unbreakable. They are not victims of their journey. They are sculpted by it. This resilience is not just about enduring hardships. It's about transmuting pain into wisdom. Each experience, no matter how painful, is a lesson, a key unlocking deeper consciousness. While others may crumble under pressure, chosen ones rise not because they are immune to suffering, but because they know how to transform it. They understand that resistance is not a punishment, it is preparation. Through every challenge, they refine their essence, strengthening their connection to their true self. The struggles they endure are not meant to break them, but to strip away what no longer serves them, revealing the depth of their spirit. In embracing their journey fully, they discover that their power has always been within them, waiting to be claimed. Now that you understand why your energy feels out of place in crowded spaces, the real question is, how will you honor your uniqueness? Will you keep forcing yourself to fit in, or will you embrace the solitude that fuels your growth? Your path isn't about isolation, it's about alignment. Choose environments that nurture your spirit, not deplete it. Tell me in the comments, have you ever felt drained in social settings? How do you protect your energy? Your experience might help someone else on this journey. And if this message resonated with you, subscribe and turn on notifications so we can keep exploring these truths together. The universe speaks in whispers. Are you listening? If being around certain people drains you and others uplift you, it's not random, it's energy. Everything, including your thoughts, emotions, and even your physical body, is vibrating at a specific frequency. And here's the secret. Once you learn to shift your vibration, reality bends to match it. In the next video, we're diving deep into the unseen mechanics of energy, how sound, thoughts, and even ancient wisdom hold the key to transforming your life. Are you ready to harness this power? Then don't miss what's coming next.